How's it going, guys? I'm back with the new comic book day haul. A couple days late, so I do apologize, but let me get right into it. First up, I have Descender number 23 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Ewan, Rise of the Robots. I know I've been saying I'm going to take this off of my pull list, and I don't know. I enjoy the read, but then it's not as enjoyable because it's just little snippets of the story. Next, I have Southern Bastards, number 17, by Jason Aaron and Jason Latour, or Louder, whatever. Either way you want to say it. And it's been a while since Southern Bastards has come out. And Mr. Louder at the back has a short page explaining why they've been on break for so long. His father passed away, and before that, the editor's father passed away. So of course, that's gonna put a damper on your creativity, right? There is the eulogy that Mr. Louder gave at his father's funeral. So there's not really much more to say, is there? May the Lord have him in his glory. Next, I have Biscuit City number 4 from Boom Studios, Boombox, written by Kristen Smith and Kurt Lustgartner, illustrated by Naomi Frank Hayes. And it's just been a fun read, very adventurous, very quirky. Great group of characters that we have. I think the series is almost done. Maybe 2 more issues or 1. A lot is being resolved in number 4, I think. Next, we have another book that has been pretty late. This is Alpha Kings by Brian Azzarello and Nick Floyd, with art by Simon Beasley. And I thought this was the last issue, but I'm not too sure now. If maybe they went on break just to plan out the series a little more. Who knows? It was a fun read for the first 3 issues. A lot of weird Dungeons and Dragons stuff. It's been pretty nice, and of course Beasley's art is always nice. Then I got Secret Weapons number 3. I'm not sure why I picked this up. I missed out on number 2, written by Eric Hazers, with art by Raul Allen. And I don't know, but it feels very different. It feels almost like a title that would come out of Boom or IDW. I don't know. It's been interesting, at least for the first issue. I thought it was pretty interesting. For those of you who are reading the other Valiant books, does that fit into the Valiant history, or does it feel different from other Valiant titles? Then I have Magnus, issue 3. This is written by Kyle Higgins, with art by George Fornes, which is a big draw for me. The art has been pretty nice. The story is interesting. It's a very sci-fi world of robots, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it feels very Matrixy, I guess. Definitely the art is a big plus for the story. And I think this has a backup story for Dr. Spectre. And then the other 3 issues, there was a backup or a backup story of Turok. So I don't know if that's over. I think Turok has his own title now. I have Kill the Minotaur number 3. This has been a pretty cool story, written by Chris Picetto and Christian Cantamesa, with art by Lucas Kirtner. Very nice art. Very interesting story. Very graphic, brutal. It's been pretty cool. They're just running through the maze, trying to survive. and there's a hint of sci-fi, I guess. It's a whole new take on the Minotaur story, but it's been pretty cool. And I have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Dimension X #3, changed writers. It's being written by Audrey Sitterson now, and of course the artist is also changed to Kerry Randolph. Each issue has had a different artist, and they've all been pretty interesting. But with a new writer, we'll see what happens. And I don't know if I showed this off before, but the regular covers, I guess you could say, the regular covers are all connecting, which I guess is a good thing that my shop doesn't usually carry variants, because otherwise I'd probably end up with a non-connecting cover. I thought that was pretty cool. And last, for the single issues, I have Claudia Ricks #2 of 3, and this one is written by Ulysses Farinas and Eric Frades. Yeah, Eric Frades, with art by Daniel Irizaidi. The first issue was interesting. This issue was kind of it felt kind of jumpy at spots. You know, you have all these gods coming into the world, going through these two sisters, and I don't know, the story time felt kind of jumpy. It's like they're skipping stuff, trying to get through the 3-issue run for some reason. Just a lot of weird stuff going down. And finally, I have volume 3 of the Meta Barons by Alexander Jodorowsky and Juan Jimenez. I really do enjoy Jimenez's art. There's spots where his line work is just really amazing, but then there's times where it feels like the colors wash out the line work, kind of. So it's not as detailed. I kind of prefer like the heavy line work here, all the great detail. His mechanical design is pretty cool. Just very interesting stuff. It feels odd though. It feels like this is a very different world compared to the Ink Hall. And I know they're exploring the past history of the Meta Barons. So of course, I don't know, there would be a change in the world, in the universe, I guess. I don't know. It feels different, but it's cool looking at the backstory of all these other characters. But yeah, that was the haul for the week. Thank you very much for watching.